Shalom, Israel. Making sure the volume works. All right, we good. Shalom, Israel. It's Priest and Officer I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Up in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down with Captain Partner Posh. You know what I'm saying? Could they get in here? You know what I'm saying? Get Captain Partner ass. You know what I'm saying? Got a brother, you know what I'm saying, visiting. What's your name again? Slugger?
Police Officer GEN.YAHANNA from Syracuse School.
GEN.YAHANNA from Syracuse in the house. You know what I'm saying? Give Syracuse a hand. You know what I'm saying? Most time crazy. If I could, man, so heavy about the U.P.K, man. Is just a brotherhood, man. Brothers from everywhere being able to just, you know what I'm saying, meet up in different cities and all got the same purpose, the same walk in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's following our King Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, and bringing our people back together. You understand what I'm saying? That's such an important task. If I could, you know what I'm saying, a big part, you know what I'm saying, that was missing from our community, you know what I'm saying, is righteous men. You understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like you look today, right? And you look at like the leaders of black people, right? You look at the preachers, you know what I'm saying? Like TDJ just came out talking about some black women acting masculine, but it's like the Christian church set the black woman loose. You understand what I'm saying? Told the black woman she didn't have no rules. Gave it a Bible. Said, look, damn what it say in the Bible. You don't have no rules. You don't got to follow no laws and no dietary law. The laws that tell you be silent in the church, the women in there teaching. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like you set the black woman loose. Now you want to come out and say she acting masculine. That's because you set her loose and you set her over a man. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't Salaki. You know what I'm saying? If I could, you know what I'm saying, set her up over a man, like, cause why? The woman, she gonna come in and she gonna spend her money. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody understand that the women will spend money. Women are typically tend to be consumers. You know what I'm saying? The man is like, look, that chair still work. You can have the chair forever. It still work. You know what I'm saying? But a woman, she like, we gonna renovate the whole goddamn living room. You know what I'm saying? So you put the woman in charge, guess what? You gonna have a race of consumers, man. And you gonna take the leadership out the house. If I could you get a scripture for me? Could you give me the book of Mark chapter 3 and verse 27?
Ministry.
And I think 27.
Chapter 3.
23.
Ministry. Yes.
We got
Bible 16.
Salaki. I mean Mark 3 and 27. Salaki. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need righteous men back in the house. And the heavy part about it is when our women and even when brothers encounter righteous men, the men you should be listening to, they don't even know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a sister wouldn't know what to do with a righteous man if he was in the faith. You know what I'm saying? Especially the man of the Lord. You go talk to these Christian sisters out, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Fake Israelite group women too. They think they on their righteous path and all this and the third. You go talk to the sister. She'll tell you to your face. Damn what's in the Bible. What I say. You know what I'm saying? That'll happen to you. She'll be like, damn what's in the Bible. You know why? Because she's not used to having no righteous leadership over her. You know what I'm saying? She used to be in the end of judgment as far as her decisions gonna be. Instead of what the Lord said or instead of what a man said. You know what I'm saying? Following about to eat. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And as brothers, we got to put the righteous man back in charge, man. Don't go backsliding and trying to be behind no rapper or no brother that's in the world because they got money. We know that in the U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? If you a brother that's rich and you come in here, you're going to go through the trooper program just like everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to be over us because you got money. It don't matter. We all in here working for the same thing as far as Christ concerned. We work for the same penny. So you're not just going to come in here and because you got money think you just going to be over the school and you a big donator. Damn that. The school going to run out of school, going to run if you in here or not. You understand what I'm saying? You got the scripture? You can read it for me?
Mark chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house
You stop right there. It says no man can enter into a strong man's house, man. You understand what I'm saying? Even when you look at like that word house, and when you look at how you can use the word house, we are a house as a people too. You understand what I'm saying? We a house of Judah. You know what I'm saying? Each tribe say the house of. You understand what I'm saying? Or you look at the nation like this is the house of Israel. You understand what I'm saying? Or you know, the southern kingdom and another kingdom. However you want to look at it, man. It says no man can enter into a strong man's house. Go ahead.
And spoil his goods.
And spoil his goods. What are his goods, man? You understand what his family? You understand what I'm saying? His family is one of his goods. You understand what I'm saying? His family, his riches, his people. You know what I'm saying? His land, everything. You can't enter into a strong man's house and spoil his good. Go ahead.
Except he will first bind the strong man.
He will first bind the strong man. You understand what I'm saying? And our people got to understand the reason why black men are not in the position versus white men is because of the society that we live in, or the oppressor. You understand? The other nations, they don't want us to start being equal to them in certain fields, because if we start being equal to them, we're not going to listen to them. You understand what I'm saying? You sitting there and we might not make no money. We might not make good money on our job. We sit there and look right at Esau on the job and be like, I'm not doing that. Tell such and such to do that. I'm not doing it. You understand what I'm saying? You go in there, you already got like a level of authority. You hear about somebody over you saying something, and you be like, yo, you said something to my manager about me. Like, you could have just said something to me about it. And they'll act like they don't know what the hell you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't want to deal with you and your masculine spirit, man. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing they don't want to deal with is they don't want to deal with like the way Esau operates is Esau will sit here and not be qualified, but he'll make sure he hires himself. You understand what I'm saying? He don't want you to get to the point where you hire yourself, by and large. Like, you end up running a bunch of companies and running the world, you're going to hire other brothers and sisters that's qualified. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to hire your people and put your people on. He don't want that. He don't want you to be equal to him. He'd rather have your woman up under him because he's still a man over a woman. He still got more masculine energy. And if you're not in charge of your house, guess what? Your woman is going to do what Esau tell her to do. So she'll be in the house giving you hell and go to work and do everything Esau tells her to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what end up happening, man. You understand? So you can't spoil a man's house unless you bind first the strong man. You gotta look at the way black men have been so minimized in this country, man. You understand what I'm saying? And even as a father, like, the role of a father in the black house is just, it's so much shame associated with it, man, from leaving the family, abandoning the mother, this, that, and the third. And the mother don't get her credit for being terrible a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, they might got a terrible mother where they understand, like, nah, mothers be off too. But a lot of times the mothers don't get credit for being terrible too, man. You understand what I'm saying? I think the Bible say trying to love a wicked woman is like trying to take hold of a scorpion, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's like you trying to love and hug on a scorpion with some of these women, man. I tell brothers, I say, listen, avoid a wicked woman at all costs, man. That's what I teach. As much as you can avoid. I don't give a damn. Listen, like, you might be a better brother than me that can deal with it. But anybody that talks to me, I'm gonna tell you, don't do it, because you ain't got to do it. You understand what I'm saying? I think General Hyman said it one time. Matter of fact, he did say it here. You know what I'm saying? General Hyman said one time, man, listen, it's like an old school car, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus a new car. If it got them problems, you better be a goddamn mechanic. You get that old school. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Listen. I turned into a YouTube mechanics a lot. Like, in real life, I figured out how to fix cars, man. I did it. Worked on this old car I had, man. And then one day I said, man, let me go get a new car, man. You understand what I'm saying? So you sitting there and you trying to deal with a sister, and she full of them demons, the Christian church and let her loose, or whatever to let her loose. She done been through too much. Now we gonna give the sister a chance here. Of course, in here you could show. That's what that 6 months is for. You understand what I'm saying? Which is let's get a 6 months ahead. Let's get a 6 months ahead. That's righteous, okay? And listen, if you dealing with a sister and she got a lot of issues, you might want to make sure she go through her 6 months first, at least. That might be the bare minimum. Like, listen, sis, you gotta come into the school for about 6 months. Let me just see what you made out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because if it's too much for you, it'll tear you down as a brother, man. You understand what I'm saying? We already got enough going on to be trying to love on some wicked woman, and she a dragon, or she like you trying to love a scorpion. You just keep getting stung every which way you try to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, We need righteous men to put together good families again, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what we need as a people. That's the end of the scripture. You can go ahead.
And then he will spoil his house.
And then he gonna spoil his house, man. And you see, man, our people destroyed, man. Look at our children running around, man. Look at our children. Look at the state of our children, man. They running around following behind rappers, man. You understand what I'm saying? And in my mind, the way I see it, you know what I'm saying, as a priest, is I think the Lord is done with these people that's like leaders in the black community that's not after his spirit. I think he's done with these rappers, man. Because these rappers is dropping like flies. I think like at one point in a month, I think like 8 or 9 of them died or got shot. You know what I'm saying? One of them got shot in New York. Another one committed adultery with the brother wife. The brother come home, popping. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is done with these rappers, man. They can't go home. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got the crazy old brother, you know what I'm saying, Charleston White, who not really crazy. He is, but he not. You know what I'm saying? He throw it off a little bit. I think, you know what I'm saying? But he just trying to tear it down too. Like the Lord not dealing with that, man. You know what I'm saying? So you out here promoting, doing the sisters dirty, killing brothers and making diss songs about the dead and all this and the third. Okay. Well, let's see where you end up. The Lord not dealing with these rappers no more, man. The Lord in our community needs men in the I.S.U.P.K to build up the rest of the community to a point. It's like
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? What you doing up there? I said you gonna keep me up. Hold on, give me a minute, Joe. Oh man, good to see you there, Hebrew. How you been? I just came on the hospital. Oh yeah? Yeah, in Philly. Dang. Okay, come on, Rap. Let me just go to sit down.
Slag if I could, you know what I'm saying, keep going with the class.
Hey, what's going on? If you could, or you gotta break, you want to tie thing? Okay, go ahead.
You know, I got, but yeah, we need the men of the I.S.U.P.K to establish the Lord's law back into the earth, man. You understand what I'm saying? What people don't understand about fake Israelite groups versus us is we're actually establishing it the way that it's supposed to be established in the Bible. A fake Israelite group of being on different things, but they're here, it's not gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like the law is set up in place to be like the law. You understand what I'm saying? It's meant to be set up like Christ would have it be set up to where it's like it's not really an excuse for it. They had just been their doctrine to fit whatever they into. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not doing that in here. So we need righteous men to be back in the community teaching this law again. You understand what I'm saying? Like the Bible tell you to watch your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's in the Bible. It tell you the tongue is a small member, to paraphrase, but it kindleth great fire. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the issue with a lot of these rappers. That's the issue with a lot of these women too. You understand what I'm saying? They run their mouth when they talk to each other. They run their mouth when they talking to their man. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you talk to a sister will let you have it, and you be like sitting there trying to figure out why she's talking to you like that, and she'll tell you, look, you a man, you supposed to be at the head of that. You sitting there looking at her like, what the hell is you talking about? You can't talk to me any kind of way because I'm a man. You understand what I'm saying? So like, let me 1 second. It's a lot. But yeah, man, listen. Sister tell you straight to your face, man, listen. I talk to you like that and you gotta deal with it because you a man thinking that she can talk to you any type of way and not gonna feel no type of way. Look, I'll tell y'all something personal, man. Listen, it's a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my rib now, we talking, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up, we getting to know each other. I'm seeing, you know, what's going on with her, whatever. She told me, she was like, listen, sometimes when I get mad, you know what I'm saying, I get a little bit fly at the mouth. And I'm like, look, you don't know what this last month said to me. It's a lot. Like, yo, whatever attitude you got right there, it don't even bother me. She get an attitude with me, it don't even bother me. I'm sitting there looking like, that's it? Okay, then. I guess that's it. She's sitting there apologizing, and I'm sorry. I'm sitting there like, that ain't. Listen. So like, you give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and 19. I think that's in the Apocrypha. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm sitting there looking at it like, listen, you don't know what somebody said to me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing too, man. And with our community, man, we got to get our women and our men back in order, man. We got to learn how to speak to one another. 25 and 19. So like, I think I didn't get one of them. I got the song. I didn't get the other.
Chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
It says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. That's in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? This is what the I.S.U.P.K is here to do, man. Cut through all the lies, man. Cut through the Christianity, man. Because the Christian pastor up until recently been telling you can't do no goddamn wrong, man. But what the Bible say? You can read that for me again?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19.
Go ahead.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
It says all wickedness, all of it is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to be able to realize and break down, man, and understand, man. We see a sister, we see, you know what I'm saying, this cute thing, or we attracted to her, whatever, like this, that, and the third, but you got to watch them sisters too, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sisters get brothers killed, man. You understand what I'm saying? Sisters kill brothers, sisters kill other sisters, man. They do slick stuff and commit adultery too, man. You got to watch these sisters, man. The Christian pastor want to come out, now TD Jakes want to say, oh, the black woman acting masculine. That's because you set her loose, man. You didn't correct her on her wickedness, man. You've been letting her go and do whatever the hell she wants for all this time, man. And a lot of them is like, they really like the nurturers of the black community. And a lot of them, they the ones raising these kids, man. It's like, go ahead.
If I could, you make a reference to Jeremiah. He said their children. Jeremiah,
they children, man. That's right. Right. If I could get a brother get this preacher head, man. Listen, women, this is the reality of the situation. A lot of y'all act like children, man. You understand what I'm saying? And for you to not have to accept any type of responsibility because of the Christian church, you are even more of a child, man. You understand what I'm saying? I seen recently a post on Facebook where somebody said, y'all got to stop acting like y'all kids' friends. And the sister got on there like, I'm going to do what I want to do. You need to mind your business. And I'm sitting there looking. I said something this time. I'm like, get it. You going to hear this. I'm like, and whatever I said to her, I basically checked the sister and corrected her. But the reason why I corrected her is because when you're friends with your children, if you smoke weed or if you drink and they see you doing it, they're going to do it. The chances are going to be so much higher if they do it. If you tell them and warn them about doing this and doing that, you bring a bunch of men around the house, your daughter going to bring a bunch of men around the house. You understand what I'm saying? You sitting here not letting a man be around and not respecting the authority of a man, your son gonna look at you and he's not gonna respect the authority of a man. You understand what I'm saying? He gonna sit around and run around with his friends and be in the streets doing what he want to do, but an older brother is not gonna be able to tell your son anything, man. And then when he get 15 to 16 and you can't control him, you wondering what the hell wrong with him. Now you want to call the father back, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of things with our women, they need to be corrected, man. You understand? Like, that's why the Bible has an order to how things are supposed to be done, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's why the Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go, man. Bend their neck while they're young, man. You understand what I'm saying? Correct the child while they're young, because after a while, they're not going to listen to you, man. It's called the formative years. They're going to form a bunch of bad habits while they're young, and nobody's going to be able to tell them anything, man. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to need to go to I.S.U.K jail to learn something. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to need to get shot and be in the hospital a couple times to learn something. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know how many friends you got to lose before you realize this ain't it. You understand what I'm saying? Because these kids, the way they coming up, all their friends is dead. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess you go numb to it after a while, but that's what we here for, man. We here to fix that. Eventually, it got to stop, man. We can't just keep living this type of lifestyle. So, like it. If I could you give me 1 Corinthians 11:3? We just can't keep living this type of lifestyle. We got to put our families back together, man. We got to put them back together under righteous men, man. We got to put the community back together under righteous men. Being a rapper is not it, man. I know for a lot of us, that's how we get rich. You see these basketball players, a lot of them dressing up like homosexuals doing the runway walk before they get to the dang game, man. You understand what I'm saying? This the damn Hunger Games anyway. When you look at it. You got it? You can go ahead. Baba Gusha.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
This the order that T.D. Jakes should have been making sure it was established, man. Go ahead.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ, black Christ, not that devil, man. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, if Jesus is white, let me tell y'all something. We are in trouble as a people. I don't know. I don't even understand. Like once you realize their history, man, that's why they can't teach critical race theory in school, man. Once you realize the oppressor's history, if Christ is white, we in trouble, man, because they ain't brought nothing but trouble everywhere they went, man. You understand what I'm saying? So the head of every man is Christ, man. Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah, man. He's our leader, man. He the one that told us, you understand, to love one another as we love ourselves. Again, reiterate what was in the Old Testament. You understand what I'm saying? Love the Most High with all your heart. You know what I'm saying? Meaning follow after the Most High. Because what's love in the Bible? Keeping the Lord's commandments. You understand what I'm saying? They don't teach that in the Christian church, that love is keeping the Lord's commandments. They tell you not to keep the commandments. So now they set the black community loose on itself, and now we destructive as hell, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is what?
Is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. You understand what I'm saying? And not our oppressor, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native American men are we supposed to be the head of our women, man. You understand what I'm saying? When something is over you, that's something that's not over, not only leading you, but also covering you at the same time, man. It's the job of black men to protect and watch out for black women and our children. But guess what? We live in a wicked society, man. And we under these curses in the Bible, man. You understand? We sit here and we live our life and wake up every day like Salaki, obviously died. You know, we go to camp every week. Right. We bring the curses out all the time. And it's like you sitting there, well, we sitting there talking, and it's like, how do you not know that your life seemed like a curse? Salaki, if I could, we're gonna pass the class to Captain Partner Pot.
Good job.
What's with?
What's high fight? Cue up that video. I just sent you a video. I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You know how we do it on Thursday nights. We salute the Akim and Akwa. Yahweh Ba'ashin Yahushua Brakatham to the Akim. Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'ashin Yahushua to the sisters. Salaki, I'm a little late running behind. You know what I'm saying? But you know how we get it in. We get it in on Thursday nights, man. We welcome all y'all questions. You know, y'all got any input and what we lay down, that'll be much appreciated. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on in. Is it drink right now? Oh yeah, hit me up for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, you see what I was talking about though, right? Okay. Astawat, please. I just sent you the link to the joint. We're gonna pull this up real quick before we go into a lesson. Very important lesson, man. Everybody should be talking about how to repair our families, man. How to put our families back together. It's one thing that I learned since in this truth, and the value of brothers and sisters is pushed to the forefront. You got it for me? I just sent it to you on the link. This is heavy, man. I saw this video, goddamn it, damn near brought a tear to my eye. And I don't even know these folks. But that's how much family means to black man. We ain't the type of people, man, like the other nations. We don't just, can go by ourselves, man. We are social type of people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? We like to be amongst one another. We like to. Dang, okay. No sweat. That's me. Yeah, if you could do something with that. You got it for me? You got what I sent you? Pull it up? Okay. Let me tell you something. It's vital that that be our priority. And let me tell you something else. In order to have that strong family, you got to have strong leaders, man. You got to have leaders, just like you got to have a man. As soon as I get in there, everybody tell. You got to have a man that's capable of defending that family, and you got to have leaders capable of defending this nation. You can't have it like you got a strong family and your leaders is weak as hell, allowing everything to come because they're going to sweep the family from underneath you because they're not going to be able to protect that family like it should be so that they can grow and flourish and prosper. The water, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Did you want me to put it up there?
Put it up there. Put it on both of them if you could. If you can't, just put it online. This is real heavy right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody to see this. And then I couldn't play I like to come in with a song. I'm a little late today, so I might have to skip the song. I might have to think of another one. I had the bomb for everybody. I had this, oh my God. I want to play it still. I had the little Curtis Mayfield, but Curtis Mayfield, that was my man. You know what I'm saying? There's certain listen, back in the day, braids. We used to communicate through our braids. Black people had all kinds of different ways of communicating with one another. But your hairstyle would be a way of communicating to, let you know different things, to let you know where freedom was, to let you know this and that. You see a brother's hairstyle, and you already say, oh, okay, this is the way I got to travel in order to, get down with the brothers and sisters trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Very heavy, man. We got a history, man, that's untapped. That most of our people don't even know, man. That's been lost. Go ahead and play the video for me real quick, please. I need this one. Give me quiver. There's be arrows in your quiver.
That's your daddy's soul. Yeah. Stand up.
Turn it to the front. Turn it to the front. Rewind it, right? It ain't rewind.
My mama had been cold.
You're playing like that on the.
That's your daddy's soul.
Stand up. I can't stand up. I can't feel that. Don't worry about it. My mama had been cold. Mama, stop. Mama.
What? Somebody hands cold on my neck.
That's what he does. Come on.
Surprise, baby. 2020. Just don't let her get her.
That's it on that. We'll pull it on back up. I'm back on? Okay, Most High in Christ, man. I wanted y'all to see that, man. You understand? We don't understand the importance of a father in our household. You understand? Growing up without a father in your household make you think that it's not important. That your life wouldn't be no different. That's BS, man. That's BS. And for our people, as social as we are, as much as we care about one another, how in the hell you going to explain to me why it's right that we shouldn't have a man in the house? The only way you get that from is your oppressor, man. That's where you get that garbage from. Because he is seeking to overthrow. Where it says, how do you subdue a man's household? You know what I'm talking about? Where's that scripture where you subdue the strong man's house? Bind the strong man. Bind the strong man. Find that for me. Because this is exactly what that oppressor, that enemy that's ruling over us has done to us, man. This is what he's done. Economically, he uses all whatever he has to make you, to weaken you. Everybody, you got it? Read it. Let them know where you at.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 27.
Mark 3 and 27. All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans better get this down deep, man. This is not a game. It's nothing for you to take lightly, man. The Lord is warning you. We're going to get the curses too. But the Lord, and he warned you through the curses, man. That when these nations get above you, this is what they're going to do to keep their positions above you. That's what God said. God said you would be the tail, he's going to be the head. That's what's in their mind, man. Go ahead, read that scripture for me.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
You going to enter into a strong man's house? Man that's going to protect this household? You ain't going to be able to enter into it unless a serpent going to subtly enter into your house. A serpent going to bring you to work back in the day and teach your woman through the stories. Remember them stories? All day long they watch them stories and bring that, how they hate a man and so on and so forth. Go to church and get it reinforced. I remember that One Life to Live, General Hospital, all Guiding Light, All My Children. Them women was watching them stories, wasn't they? They was learning. There wasn't no black people orchestrating them stories. That was straight up your enemy laying down the plot on how you're supposed to lead that man, on what to do in certain situations. They did it at the jobs. These black women went into these jobs, man, and got counsel from them white people that lives in the suburbs. White people living in the suburbs, not even in the same area they live in. Come to work. Girl, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't tolerate nothing like that. No, that ain't the type of thing. And then these black women ears out because they think if I listen to this, if I listen to them, I could get the same position they can probably get. Knowing that you're oppressor and you live totally different lives, totally different people, and do not believe in the same goddamn thing, man. Go ahead, Ostawa, please.
I was gonna say if I could, the other thing I have with that too is you gotta think like even like Margaret Sanger brought it out, you know what I'm saying? And our oppressor is not dumb.
Uh-huh.
They went to the pastors and to our leaders first before they get anything to go throughout the community. And these Christian pastors set the black woman loose.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get that TD Jakes too. That bastard needs to be he needs to be dealt with. Him and them old purple cats. Both of them need to be dealt with, man. And of course, you know, Christians is Christians. The Christian church has been here since we've been in here. But you know, you got some fake brothers with a fake love of black people, really when they pursuing money. When they're trying to pursue money. We'll go into that later on, man, if we have enough time. But where was I at? Read that again. Read where you at.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
No man can enter into a strong man's house
You can't enter a strong man's house unless you do what?
and spoil his goods.
And spoil is good. What does it mean the spoil is good? What's the goods he got to spoil? That's right. Give him. That's right. We'll raise the hand up. Your family, your woman, your kids. Because why? That man is the minister of that house. He's the overseer of that house. He's the Lord, meaning he got total, realm of that household. He's the Lord of the house. That's his possession. That's that man's possession, man. It belongs to him. But you know what? We're dealing with a subtle beast right here. We're dealing with a cunning beast. And if I, what you was bringing out earlier, Ostawa, was really heavy about the woman. I ain't gonna go into the women. I'm gonna give them a break this week. But when it says in Genesis, her eyes, remember her eyes, she saw the fruit, and it was something to be, what does it say? Y'all sorry, quote me on this one, but it was something to, go ahead.
She had that desire to make one mind.
What does it say about her eyes, though? Her eyes were open or something like that? Get the scripture for me real quick. Genesis 3rd chapter. God dang, y'all. I'm trying to quote it without going to it, and I'll be forgetting, but it's real heavy. It's real heavy. And this is how you're going to link it up, man. Somebody give me Isaiah 3 and I think 16. Give me the wants and eyes. You know what I'm talking about. Wants and eyes. Okay, now go read Genesis the 3rd chapter, somebody. Hold them precepts, because I'm going to forget them if you don't hold them. Say what? I said Isaiah 3 and 16. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the wants and eyes? And you got the one in Genesis 3rd chapter. Let's give me Genesis 3rd chapter. That's in the beginning. In Genesis.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6.
Yeah.
And when the woman saw the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
It was pleasant to the eyes. Huh? This tree was good for food, meaning this is how I'm going to live. And it was pleasant to the eyes. She wanted that. Read on. That's it? Go ahead.
It says, and a tree to be desired to make
and to be desired. She thought this wisdom. Y'all thinking these women in this church for nothing. She think the wisdom of this place is what make you wise. Right. She's sitting up in the goddamn schools thinking this is what's going to make her wise. Meaning, I don't have no problem with you going to school. Go to school. Make your money. But you got the wisdom comes from the Lord. Right. But she's sitting up in here in this kingdom, just like it says in Genesis the 3rd chapter. Now, get me the one where it says one to Isaiah. Is that it on that one? Hold on. Is that it on Genesis?
Look, that's what you was asking for. That was it.
Well, is that the end of the scripture?
Read on.
It says she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
There's something her act. Listen, once it was in her mind, remember the scriptures say, sin is conceived in your thoughts. Once it get in your head, then your actions be like, that's what I want to do. And she ate that action, and it was a sin. It was against God. Now, give me the one in Isaiah, if you could.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16.
Go ahead.
That's right. Verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Hold on, these is Israel. This is Israel. This is black, Hispanic, and Native American and Indian women right here. Now I ain't saying every last one of them fit this. I mean, they can't be, changed or whatever. But your nature, your desire, naturally, without the truth, you desire the things of this world. Because you're a woman. A man can give you what a man can give you what the world provides, you want them. You lust after the things because what you got kids and you close and you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's that. Go ahead, Oscar White, if I could.
Real quick, I was watching these two Edomites, you know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be real smart or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they was having a discussion. And they were saying, well, women, have this thing where they get mad at us. They call it the patriarchy, like men being in charge is the enemy. And they were just breaking down like, well, women always go after men with power, so really it's your fault. So any man that want a woman gonna try to achieve some type of power.
That's right. That's right. She want the power, but she want to overthrow you in the power and have it for herself. You wasn't meant to be these women. If you think about it, that's that whole movement where women's live. Women's live, liberate women, liberating you from God's laws. That's what it is. Meaning, if I get on the same level as a man, I can overthrow that man. I can be in this position because really, I'm looking at him in this position, and I'm covetous of what the Lord gave him. I'm covered. I want to be I want the power that the Lord gave him. I want the position that the Lord gave him. So they'll seek you out because you got power, and then they'll do their darnest to overthrow you, and then think that they're going to retain that power. When and then you got the serpent over here that gives them that power to influence other women. Now other women see that, oh, she did that, and she got that. Let me do the same thing. So you got a flock of women trying to, be in that, do the same, follow suit. Go ahead, please read on.
And walk with stretched forth necks.
Stretch forth necks. What's that stretch forth neck? I ain't got to do that. Who the hell you think you is? Always combative. Always, always not trying to kick up dirt, mire, and rebellious against authority. I saw a video the other day. This woman, listen, she was in the grocery store. She coming out of the grocery store. And the man and the police, I guess they called the police on her because she might have been stealing groceries. I don't know what was going on. She claims she had the receipt. Would not show the guy, the police officer receipt, and just hated the authority. Now, this is a white guy. Hated the authority, just rebellious. I'm surprised the guy didn't shoot her. Because he was over somewhere where nobody would see the actual thing. And he said, he started off real nice, white, but just let me see the receipt. Before you know it, he tased the woman. She on the ground, shirt falling off of her. He picking her up and taking her back to the car. She's still running her goddamn mouth, man. She's still running her goddamn mouth. Like now, that figure that feel that you in what do you call it in shackles. You know what I'm saying? You are one in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Could have easily, you know, the situation could have easily went away. Listen, the store owner made a mistake. Look at my receipt right there. Boom, situation resolved or whatever. Nah, you got to that mouth is just out of control, man. She got nobody to shut that goddamn mouth up. You know what I mean? That mouth is how she don't understand nothing in life, but she always running it. So she ain't figuring nothing out. Go ahead, Oscar Watt.
If I could, that just remind me of how they say women use so much more words than us in the day. And women, they even tell you, like, since they can't fight, you know what I'm saying, they run their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a brother, it's a comedian, his name Corey Hope. He said women do that because they not like men. He's like, men, we know we can't run our mouth to everybody because we kill each other. It's like animals in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to yelling at each other and hollering, they know, like, listen, I ain't trying to get injured. I want to go home. I want to let me go this way. Let me go by my business. You know what I'm saying? Men typically know, like, listen, I can't just run my mouth. These new kids, they don't know. But older brothers, you understand, like, somebody crack you upside the head.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the sisters, they don't be understand. They don't be used to, like, that type of, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
when the Lord let loose this, man, it ain't gonna be no hold back in a few minutes. Right. These people gonna show their real hatred for blacks and Hispanics, and you've been calling that woman, calling her, letting her get away with so much, which is really a detriment to her spirit, because now she feel like a man gonna tolerate all her BS, and it's coming to a time when, you know, it's happening already. There's a lot of women die. You know what I mean? Women are dying, man. I mean, dead, no longer here because of situations that they gotten into running that goddamn mouth. Man, like, I ain't taking this shit. I ain't taking it no more. Or, you know, situations they think they know every goddamn thing. So they run out there and realize they done lost their life because they don't know. They should have listened to somebody. It happened. This is a ton of black and Hispanic women that are dying, man. Dying. Broken households. You know what I'm saying? That raising, you know what I'm saying? It all comes down to not obeying the Lord. Go ahead, if I could.
I have a friend in London. Running her mouth to the cops.
You see that?
And she must be weighing like 170 pounds. It beat the hell out of
Yeah.
her. It beat the hell out of her. And she's
still running, still ain't learned. Listen, let me tell you something, man. If they run their mouth to the cops, they're gonna definitely, you ain't nothing in their eyes. Meaning your authority ain't gonna be. Who thinks she's gonna obey you after she done ran her mouth to the man in the world that's ruling over us? These women have no understanding, or, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them. Now, I'm saying all of them, man. It's a lot of good women out here, man. There's a lot of women that need to be protected. You know what I'm saying? It's good, righteous, and you know what I'm saying? And I applaud them women. The women in the UPK, I applaud them. Y'all damn right, I applaud them. Because I'm gonna tell you something. For a woman to come out of the world and come in here and change her ways, man, that's everything. That's very that's a prize to our nation, man. So go ahead. Somebody had their hand up.
I did.
Go ahead. What you say?
I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, like what we saying right now, a lot of like people in the world will look at it and say, oh, we hate women, y'all just getting on women, but it's like, actually we love our women. That's why we acting like we care.
Oscar White, let me help you on something if you could. I don't give a damn what people in the world are saying. They in the world, they got their own mind. People in the world, let me tell you something about people in the world, man. Their mindset is tainted. They're tainted on the drug. What usually a person rejects the truth because of some sin that he wants to do, some evil against the Lord that he's stuck in. And so what you're saying is a little too much. Is not, you know, causing them to make a choice, either come out of the world and serve the Lord, or you know, stay in the world, which they really want to stay in the world. I want to smoke these drugs. I want to pop these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the things I've been doing all my life. So usually when a person is in opposition with you, you trying to get them to understand the scriptures, really, they don't want to understand the scriptures. Go ahead, if I could. Yeah, who was reading? Can you read?
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
And wanton eyes, that's the precept right there. Eyes wanting every goddamn thing they see. That was what she wanted in the garden. She wanted to be a part, because, you know, being outside of nature, it's hard, you know, to be outside of the nation while another nation's flourishing and not wanting to be a part of that nation. You know what I'm saying? Like they got everything that you think is suitable for life. When the Lord trying to set you up and build his nation to subdue all nations, but in that happening at that particular time was not what they wanted, instant gratification. And they sitting in these churches talking about everything they want. Jesus, give me a car, pay my bills. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the same type of, that's the same thing we're talking about. Go ahead, if I could. That's it? Go ahead.
Walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Oh, what does that mean? Somebody break that down too. What's the mincing? Look up mincing. Look it up. Why not? What's a tinkling with their feet? Y'all, we're gonna uncover the black one. Well, I don't want to even go on the black one, because I might do that in the next week. Because I got a couple of good precepts on this black woman, brother. On this black woman, I haven't even bought. I think I bought out a while ago, but I want to set up a class to really go into it. Well, what's the mincing? What is mincing? What did it say? You got the definition? Go ahead.
Tinkling, man.
No, what's the definition? Read the definition. I want the definition of mincing.
Make or cause to make a light, clear, ringing sound.
Okay.
That was tinkling.
Mincing.
It says effectively dainty in manner or gait effeminate.
What does that mean? What is she doing?
Using her body as a way to attract people.
That's right. She's using. You ever seen them women that walk around and they make them little super short steps and they prop their little behind up or whatever? And they, you know, it's like that. It's like that vagina is the goddamn gift to God. You know, gift to all mankind. Goddamn it. It's like that. It's like she's advertising, or in her, you know, trying to in her mind, getting attractive men. You know what I mean? Because she wants the things she wants, and in her mind, whoever can provide, or whoever. If I attract a lot of men, I can pick the one that got the most, that can provide the things that I want out of this society. You follow what I'm saying? Read on. Making a mess of tingling, causing sounds and all that, flip flops and bells on her shoes, and they just say, "Listen, here it is. Here's the goodies. Who can make the highest bid? Who got the highest bid?" So why is she always telling you, "Negro, you need another job. Negro, you need this and that"? because she wants the things that the society promotes and pushes. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with the scalp of the crown of the head of the daughters of
The
Zion.
hair of the daughters of Zion. You can't tell me this ain't talking about black women. You can try all you want. Ain't nobody smite the head of the crown of the white woman. Her hair grows, baby. Ain't nobody smite the head of the crown of these other nations, East Indian. They selling that hair. They cutting it and selling it and doing it. But this black woman, she got a issue with her hair and why it ain't growing. Y'all know black women's hair used to grow. Grow, it's in the scriptures. This is spiritual what's going on with her. She thinking she rubbing up grease, what do you call it, with different hair care products. If she put enough products in her hair, it might cause it to grow. You know what I mean? They got a line of hair care products for the carnal woman that want to be an animal and put something in her hair to make it grow like the other women. This ain't, you can get all the products you want. The Lord said he gonna smite with the crown of the head of the daughters. The Lord, this is coming from the Most High. You understand? So how do you get your hair back? Stop being goddamn haughty. Stop being haughty. Serve your man. I saw one post, man, where it said, one woman said, I'd be damned if I feed my man over my children. This is ignorant as hell. This is the ignorance you want to be. I'd be damned if I feed my man over my children. Not understanding the authority, the rules, the law, nothing. Just what she wants. Because she feels that because what comes between her legs, she want to put over top of you. You didn't put them damn babies up in that woman. And them babies get priority over you. That's insane, man. I mean, these black women are some of them are atrocious, brother. I'm telling you, some of them are atrocious. They will stomp on your spirit if you let them. Go ahead, Osterwald.
Good. The heavy part about that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen it happen like live in person. Like I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, every time you bring that man down and you put them kids above him, you teaching them kids not to respect your man.
Of course you are. Absolutely. Most High in Christ. You teaching him how to destroy themselves, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Now I see why these men leave these wicked women, man. I really understand why they leave. Instead of letting my spirit be crushed under some old broken, hateful whore, I'd rather leave that woman and keep my spirit as a man. You know what I'm saying? Rather than stay with her and just be a goddamn and let her walk all over me and be underneath her. Because you men gonna have to be. I don't want to say it. I gotta stop curving my language. You're gonna have to be total. You know. Go ahead, Osterwald.
The Bible said don't be effeminate. You can't.
You gotta be effeminate in order for her to let you let her walk on. She ain't gonna, you know. That's it. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What we at? Where we at now? That's it? Go ahead.
Time check 8:19.
Okay, where you going? That's it on that? Okay. No sweat. All right, so what was we at? You was holding something, Osterwald? Osterwald?
Live. I had the TD Jakes thing. That's it.
Okay. Should we go on to TD Jakes, man? Y'all got to believe. I can't believe what I hear, man. You know, we always had issues with him, with TD Jakes. Back in the day, I remember Generals did a tape when he said AIDS ain't in the Bible. TD Jakes said that. He said a lot of different controversial things over the years, of course. But here's the problem with what he said now. He's attacking his main congregation, women. These Negroes been preaching about, I didn't go into the man. These Negroes been preaching to women, pushing women, putting them in different positions in the church. Now feel this, having them preachers and all that, you the problem. You the reason why women feel that they can be masculine and do the things that a man's supposed to do. The hell, you got a sacred position that the Lord consecrated for a man. You put a woman in it, and they're gonna complain about a woman being like a man. You gave her no boundaries. What does it say? Give me the scripture where he said put a hedge around her, if you could. You know what I'm talking about? In the Apocrypha. You're supposed to put a hedge around your woman. You don't let her get into men scenarios and things like that. Your oppressor do, because he wants that woman. He wants to change the nature. The nature of that woman is to be submissive to that man. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You got the video on TD Jakes? We got the video. You're supposed to have the video queued up. It's a lot. Yeah. So TD Jakes gonna come out, and you see these women are starting to override his position. That's what's going on. See, because once you feed that lust, it grows and grows and grows, and it becomes uncontrollable. So now TD Jakes catching it probably. Them women be like, TD Jakes, I'm gonna tell you what them women probably doing in that church. You take on too much. Why don't you let one of these women go up there and teach? Remember what Mary said to Moses? You take on too much. You know what I mean? We are all the children of God. You know what I'm saying? And Moses knew. Oh my goodness, you about to do something you ain't supposed to be doing. And what did the Lord do? Y'all got to be with me on this one, man. What did the Lord do? Y'all want anybody online answer? I'm having a class with myself, goddamn. What did the Lord do? Nobody will know? Y'all got to read the scriptures, man. Y'all don't know what happened when Miriam and Aaron and Miriam came to Moses and said, you take too much on? We all the children of God? Go ahead. The Lord put the curse of leprosy on her. Why didn't he put the curse of leprosy on Aaron? Aaron was right with him.
He was in his proper position. He was doing his office.
She was way out of line. Which shows, hold on a second, which shows that that's how you supposed to, a woman, you got a daughter, like the Bible say, you bend her neck when she's young. You don't let her come all up in your face. I know she's adorable. She's the cutest little thing with the long hair and the smiles and all. You just want to say, oh, whatever you do is right. You better not do that, because you ain't giving that woman, that daughter, no boundaries. You ain't. She ain't gonna respect your authority, your leadership. That's what Miriam did. The Lord stuck her with that damn leprosy. Just let her know, yo, back up, man. This is not your position. So for you to have TD Jakes feeling it, because he probably got women coming up there because they didn't pander to women for so goddamn long. Women was the whole congregation. Women said, listen, we giving this Negro money, paying all the tithes and all this. We the whole congregation, they feel the weight of their presence in the church, in that church or whatever. So they finna challenge this behind. These dumb preachers don't understand that. Go ahead if I could. You got it? You believe so? Which one you got? You got the one with T.D. Jakes talks about the women being men, right? All right, play it. How long is it? Okay, play that.
I'm not sure.
You don't have to put it into the thing. Put it online. At least people online can see it. This T.D. Jakes, boy. Yeah, here's your man of God. To me, he look effeminate as hell, too. He's effeminate for real. Too much of that pork eating, and that Christianity, and turn that man effeminate. Look at him. Look at him. He looks. Yo, you know how you being a man, you can look at another man and be like, he got qualities of an effeminate man. He bear them qualities. Y'all don't see that? Go ahead, play it. Play it.
Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order.
Let it play. Let me see what
we were not designed.
It's not playing on
Okay. Do you know how to do it?
Do you want me to play the camera?
No, don't worry about it playing up here. I tell you, let him play it online. Because that's where, we can hear it. We can hear it, right?
Designed to pour into him.
Is that the one we're looking for?
Would have never come into the world.
The women?
Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order.
Yeah, that's it.
We were not designed to receive from women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now, because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning. The conversation has become, let's prove to the men how dispensable they are. And it is born out of pain because we hurt you and betrayed you and lied to you and cheated to you. And you became like you became out of pain. Oh, Lord. I told you they wasn't going to like this, Jesus.
That's it? Okay. Is it back on me? What was wrong with what he said? Go ahead.
He said that Adam poured into Eve.
So that was wrong? What part of that was wrong? If you can let me know.
You know what I'm saying? The way you were saying, like the way Adam poured into Eve, like that Eve was the person he was supposed to pour in. Like she was the authority. When you pour into somebody, you give them what they need. But he was saying that he poured into her. Like,
that's right. What he's saying,
like
no, but what he's saying is right. Yeah. That's exactly what Adam did. That's exactly what Adam did. So that's not wrong what he said. Instead of Adam saying, listen, woman, I'm not going down that road. Adam, because of the serpent going to that woman and making her the authority, followed that woman. So now he's no longer the authority. You follow what I'm saying? So that's not wrong. What was wrong about what he said? Go ahead.
If I could, what was wrong about what he said to me is that he's saying, because it's like
he what?
Is that he the person that's trying to bring it out, because it's like you part of the problem. You've been part of the problem all this time. Now you want to switch your tone on how you want to deal with the sisters, but it's like you've been the authority of black people all this time.
Right, he's a preacher.
You've been pouring into the black woman that she can do whatever she want to do. She can get that car and get whatever. That's what you've been pouring.
That's for sure. That's for sure true. But give me more. Anybody online? Give me more. Check the line. We gotta check. Come on now. What is the problem about what he's saying? I mean, of course, he has been. I'll give it to you. He's been one talking about the woman, right? Saying the woman needs to be this and pandering to the woman he is. And what you're saying is right. It's absolutely right. But that whole doctrine of Christianity comes from our enemy, man.
Right.
You understand? That whole doctrine. He, Deflo Dollar, all of them push. Is why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in the conditions they're in. It's the women, that's one aspect of it. The men, the children, you know what I'm saying? We go on and on. Because it's that whole doctrine, man. Yeah, he's been pandering to women. Because the Christian society, which is the society we live in, have been raising women up to get jobs, to get that, to be the authority above the man. So now this preacher got to turn around and preach to the women that his master want him to, the ones to be received. That's the same doctrine that came to Adam. You know what I'm saying? All right, where we at? Where we going? Go ahead, Osterwine, please.
Too, what's so heavy about like him switching this tune and the other, like the pastor's trying to switch their tune is like, I feel like we had to be touching their pockets by coming out with this truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was wrong about tithes, and you started getting on women. Now I feel like we got to be touching their pockets with this truth.
Right. So that damn Creflo, can you imagine that bastard coming talking about tithes is wrong? Didn't Creflo Dollar come out with that? The tithes was wrong. Can you imagine that bastard coming out with that? Meaning this. The Lord set up tithes for a righteous nation to be able to survive, and all that. If you obey him, you got to have a righteous government to look out for the people. You pay tithes, you give 10% to ensure that your people are taken care of. That's what tithes is about. We supposed to have a storehouse right now filled up so that as we go through this tragedy, we'd be able to, a righteous man be like, look, I'm going to look out, I'm going to help you out because we got what we need for what family. Remember during the time of Peter and them, they brought their forces to them. And Peter and them divvied it out. That's what tithes is for, man. The hell you want to try to convince me that there's no more tithes. Because you're a selfish, ignorant, low-life, disgusting bastard that do not want to help the people. Man, without tithes, when your behind get in trouble, then you have nothing to fall back on. Tithe, that's why you got to have righteous men of discernment and understanding, wisdom, and care for their nation. You ain't gonna be able to come up and tell me I'm not supposed to be able to care for my nation when you done had crooks above your goddamn nation for I don't know how long. That's why you got nothing. Nothing for you. This is crazy, man. Now you want to say the Lord was wrong about tithe. The Lord ain't wrong about tithe. Your understanding of tithes is wrong, man. That's another thing. These ignorant fools get on the damn post. I don't even pay them no mind. They ain't in the school. They never come into school. They just jump on some post or something like that. You know what I mean? Go ahead if I could. Go ahead.
What he was with the tithes too. He trying to get more money because he said tithes 10%. Like it ain't enough.
Right.
He said tithes is what is on your heart.
He's a criminal. He's a crook.
What's on your heart. So if you
right.
want to give more than 10%, and that's on your heart.
This bastard ain't got enough. He has not gotten enough stealing from Blacks Lives Matter. He want to up the ante. Exactly. I saw that where he said, "Give what you on your heart," meaning you want to be closer to God. Then what's going to limit you and what you going to give? That is a low life bastard. That bastard and the black women going to go and support that bastard. Why? That's going to be the man that they take advice from, follow, and all that. The scriptures say you going to fall in the ditch just like him. He's going to be in it. He's panicked. He's being smart. That's what he's being. Remember the scriptures where the leader, what's his name? I can't think exactly, but he said the leader, knowing that the man in the household is going to come and take away his authority, he said, listen, he tried to go after his debts. I'm paraphrasing, y'all know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about, right? And so he thought of a good scheme to run on them. And it said, man, he's wicked as hell, but he's smart in order to come up with a scheme like that. Because, you know what I'm saying, instead of, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I can't. You know what I'm talking about?
If I could, it's with the bad steward.
Yes.
He was like, I heard you was like bad over my books. I'm gonna come check the books. So when he seen it, he like, yo, I'm gonna be fired and I'm gonna be out basically on the street.
So he went and did that scheme.
So he was like, how much you owe? He like, I owe 100. He like, look, I'm gonna write 25. You won't pay 25, and I'm gonna give it to him.
Right.
He sell the Lord short. That's what
he's selling the Lord short. But that scheme he came out with was a kind of a, for an evil man, a brilliant scheme. You follow what I'm saying? Like he was trying to wiggle his way out of that situation. That's Creflo Dollar. That's him. He ain't teaching you the truth. People in that church, man, don't even know who the hell they are in the Bible. They couldn't tell you who any nation was in the scriptures. You know what I mean? So go ahead. Who had their hand up? You had your hand up, Marshall? Okay. Go ahead. Where we at now?
Play the video. Did you want the Geno Jennings?
The Geno Jennings. What did I do about Geno Jennings?
I think that's
oh yeah, but not. Oh man, hold on. Let's make sure we got this covered right. Did we go to all aspects? What was it? T.D. Jakes, right? T.D. Jakes came and said women are masculine or whatever. But in the scriptures, it said that was going to happen, right? Didn't it say it in the curses and in Isaiah? Give me 3 and 12. Isaiah 3 and 12. Somebody pull that. That's right where we just left, but a few verses up. And it goes with both of them.
the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12.
Go ahead.
As for my people,
As for my people, God's people. Who's God's people? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not everybody on the damn earth. I'm going to keep on reinforcing that till you understand that to be the truth. Everybody's not God's people, man. As for my people, read on.
children are their oppressors.
Listen, I had a story today. I ain't going to be able to go into it today about the children. Of course, we went in about the children killing the 73-year-old man. And because of because of the world. Let me tell you something about children. Children soak up what the world wants to, the understanding of the world. If you're not teaching your child, they soak in what the world understands. So who else? Your woman. Your woman. So now, if you do not teach your child come out and attack you, that's what the world, they're full of what the world wants. If you're not teaching your woman and your woman come out and take you for child support, abort your kid, and do everything she can to fight against you all up in your face, that's what the world wants. You're not teaching your children. You're not being the minister in that house that the Lord called you to be, man. So that your situation could be totally different. Instead of that child fighting against you, that child fighting for you. Instead of that woman trying to subvert you, she could be trying on your side, helping, being a helpmate, and you know what I'm saying, doing the things she's supposed to be doing. That's the difference, man. And it's in the curses. I don't even think we're gonna have time to run through the curses. But brother, let me tell you something. Them curses is powerful. And it shows, the Lord is showing you, this is what's going to happen to you in the future for disobeying my laws. When you underneath this nation, this is what that nation plotted against you. Because they're going to want to be on top of you. Where is that? Give me this verse which said, you should be the tail and he'll be the head. That's Deuteronomy 28. No, who was holding what I just had? Yeah, you stay where I'm at. The brother get it. Go ahead. As for my people, read on.
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
How is the children going to oppress you? In order to oppress somebody, you got to be over top of them. You can't oppress me if I'm over top of you. They got to be over top of you. So what's going on? Your authority has been, you've been bound. Remember we read about the strong man? That's what's going on. So read on. Children are the oppressors, and of course, the number one child, of course, is the white man. You cannot forget that. Children are the oppressors, read on.
And women rule over them.
And women rule over them. Totally against the authority that God set up. God said the head of the woman is the man. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Somebody's giving power to the woman. You ain't giving power to the woman. Somebody's giving power to the woman and to your children to be able to overthrow you, to be able to oppress you, to keep you on the bottom. For what reason? Why do they want to keep the black man on the bottom? Anybody? I want to hear some answers. Come on, man. Raise your hand. Give me some answers. Anybody online? Go ahead.
What you talking about? Like Esau want to keep us there?
Why do they want to oppress the black man? That's my question.
If I could, because if they oppress the man, they can do what they want to our nation.
That's right. They can wipe this nation out. think your woman gonna be able to stand up and deliver this nation? No, that ain't having that. She's too busy on the TV shows talking about how evil you are on the damn talk shows. Oh, the man she once celebrated over, she talking about on Maury, on what's the other ones, different ones, and trying to gain the acceptance of white people at the,
Wendy Williams, like
What?
Wendy Williams and all of them.
Well, all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
She on them. I remember back in the day, boy, you couldn't catch a break.
Right.
Every week they had you on there about something that black men is deadbeats and this and that and all that. That made you feel that's oppression.
Right.
That's oppression. Because what's going to happen is they got the venue. You talking about he the prince of the power? You better believe. I mean, prince of the air. You better believe he got on the air and used that to manipulate black women into hating black men. That Oprah Winfrey and that goddamn Color Purple and all that other movies that made black women feel like they should hate you. They hate you, where they going? To the white, your oppressor. Your oppressor seemed like the hero in the story, don't he? He seemed like he ain't did nothing wrong. You the one. Meanwhile, this bastard goes over to earth and screws what the hell he wants. But you get another woman, there's a problem. He in Africa screwing them goddamn babies in Africa. Oh, you don't think he going? You think he's going over to taking them African trip and just being righteous, huh? Over in this damn demon is over everywhere doing what he can. I saw one. Go ahead, Oscar Watt.
If I could, it's heavy you bringing out. It's so heavy because
Is
everybody.
the air on? It's happening.
No, it's on.
Okay, it's on.
If I could, what you bringing out is heavy because everybody act like he saw the ideal, you know what I'm saying, thing for marriage and everything. I work at it, you know what I'm saying. My slavery is in the hotel industry.
Can I ask you before you go on? Why do they think Esau is the ideal? Go ahead.
Because that's how he paint himself on TV.
Oh, thank you, man. Somebody got some goddamn understanding in here. Because him destroying you makes him look good. He got your behind on cheaters. Look, I said that shit, cheaters. They up there chasing the black man because he out there doing reconnaissance on your behind. Chasing you down. With some black woman filling her up till she burst out the goddamn car like a goddamn wild, raging animal to enact vengeance on you. I heard thought, I can't. Go ahead, please, somebody, please talk.
It's like if I could, Esau go all around the world and have sex with children, transgenders.
You don't know it.
Esau go on a business trip and buy prostitutes and transgenders. On a business trip. He ordered a prostitute. He downstairs talking to me.
You having sex with our women all over the goddamn place.
Right.
Places you don't even know they exist. The places you don't even go. You can't. Look, I ain't gonna tell you some of the stuff that I used to do. But back then, they used to look at me strange when I came in their neighborhood because black people don't even come in their neighborhood unless they're delivering or doing something to work for the white man other than that. But they'll allow your woman up in that neighborhood. Come on, man. Y'all got to wake up, man. This been going on for I don't know how long, man. This ain't nothing new. Let me tell you something else. During slavery time, not all black women was raped. Some of them willingly gave it up to the white man because they wanted to get what they wanted from the white man. Oh, you ain't heard that part, huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, they say black woman was raped. No, not all of them was raped. A lot of them gave. You know what I'm saying? So it's been going on for a long time. All right, where we at?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 43.
Mm-hmm.
The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high. and thou shalt come down very low.
You mean tell me Willie Lynch ain't read that? Them Willie Lynch letters? He knew. He read them curses. He said, I got the remedy on how to keep them slaves subtile for hundreds of years. This is what you got to do. You got to put the man against the woman, the children against this. Well, I'm gonna find that letter. You got to push the light against dark. You're gonna have to do these things, and if you are successful in doing them, they'll destroy them to the point where they won't be able to function. Think about it now. Your whole function is trying to battle each other. How in the hell are you gonna move forward? If I got a woman that I'm battling in a relationship, how am I going to, forward that family? If every day I gotta come home, I gotta battle this goddamn woman. That's what's going on with you, man. As a nation of people. Go ahead, I.S.U.P.K, please.
Just like real quick, in that simple thing you just said, it's like you will have a sister, and if her mind is already trained to be against you and to be paranoid to you,
which they are.
She'll spend her whole time in a relationship trying to catch you doing something instead of trying to do something to further the relationship with the family. Everything about trying to catch you.
That's right.
What you doing
or if you get it, let me tell you something. Some brothers can't handle no beautiful woman. Some sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like he's going to be stalking and going crazy, and you know what I'm saying? That situation will actually put him in hell and her. Some sisters can't handle no handsome ass man. She's gonna go to her mind trying to figure out what's on his phone, who he's going with, this and that. It's going to actually make your life more miserable than what it could be. You follow what I'm saying? We got a few more minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up because it's almost 9. Where we at? I don't think we're gonna we're gonna be able to hit that one because that's gonna take some time. Unless you want to stay over a little. Can you stay over a little later? You got work tonight? Okay. All right, go ahead. Give me some more.
It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
He gonna lend to you, and you ain't gonna be able to lend to him. In other words, if I'm an oppressor and I read that, what do I have? What is my thoughts? What's my thoughts? Go ahead. You gotta put these Negroes in the ghetto. You gotta take their resources. Economically, you can't let them come up. Listen, Chicago, man, they were, was it Chicago? What was it? Detroit. Detroit had the factories back. Remember the factories? Black families was doing pretty good, real good. You had your, you're supporting your family. You had the unions and whatever. These people said, you know what? These people are getting too strong. What we're going to do is take them factories and build sweatshops and different places overseas, make that money, and take it away from these black folks and put these damn drugs in their neighborhood. Now look at your families. Now look at it. You understand? Yeah. That's the type of person we're dealing with. That's the type of rule. Remember, he said your principalities on high. Principalities on meaning people in authority to wipe you out. Go ahead, Austin, while you get a question.
If I could, and what's so heavy about what you're saying is our people don't even listen to the history. Like we come out and say the oppressor, the devil, the Bible speak of. But our people so caught up in Christianity and loving everybody, they won't even look at the history.
That's right.
This man, we had jobs and was prospering. He took the jobs. gave women the income houses where the man couldn't be in the house. Then when the man left and had to go somewhere else for work, the drug dealers was the men that started being around the women.
And then counseled the men, and then counseled the police to go and take that man out of that house, drag him out of that house, so that woman could be in authority of that house.
Right.
It's all a plot, man. It's all a setup to wipe your families out. We got to be more understanding. How did we get out of this? Give me 27:1. How did we get out of this? What did the Lord say on how we get out of this? And give me, what you can do is give me the curses on us, the hatred on black women and black men in the curses. When it said, the woman of her bosom. We would, okay, read 27:1.
It says, and Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
This is your forefathers, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Your forefathers got together on one accord to deliver these commandments down to you. And commanded you, meaning you ain't got, people always say you got a choice. You got a choice. You ain't got no choice. What choice I want? Either I do the commandments or I get punished. That don't leave you no choice. You do the commandments that the Lord commanded, like he's the higher authority. He is the one in charge. You go in a white man's military and the general gives the commandments to the officers. And when they don't keep his commandments, they get put in the brig or get punished. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly the same thing that's going on with you. The Lord said to keep his commandments. Now, if I go out here and decide to break God's commandment, I got to expect the punishment. Because that's just the way it is. Go ahead, read on.
You want me to go to 28:1 or
Yeah, 28:1.
the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28.
So now the Lord talks about in 27, if you keep his commandments, how prosperous you will be. Yeah, I can read it on your own time. You will prosper. You know what? The Lord will be on your side. Your enemies will be your footstool. The people that hate you and come up against you, you'll have land and families, and you know what I'm saying? You'll be a strong nation. Read. Tell them where you at.
You read 15.
28:1.
Oh, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command you this day, the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above all races?
Above all nations.
What? This is God's word. God said it. Call them on it. You said if I do your commandments, God, that I'll be above all nations. Challenge them on it. You don't believe God? Prove he's a liar. Say, I'm going to do these commandments and see if God is telling the truth. Read on.
Above
No.
all,
Oh, go ahead.
above all nations.
Nations mean races.
Right.
All the different races that the Lord created, you be above them. Read on.
Above all nations of the earth.
Keep going.
It says, blessed shalt thou be in the city.
Blessed in the city. Well, I'll be damned. Because in Deuteronomy 28 and I think 16, it says, cursed in the city if you disobey his commandment. That's a contradiction. That's not contradictory. He's saying if you keep his commandments, you'll be blessed in the city. Read on.
It says, blessed shalt thou be in the field.
And you'll be blessed out in the field. Your crops, your land, all that will be blessed. But in Deuteronomy 20, after the curses, he said, you'll be cursed in the field. Read on.
It says, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Fruit of your kids. That's the fruit of your body. They're your offspring. and they'll be blessed. Right? It says in the scriptures, cursed should be the fruit of our body, fruit of your loins. And then after 28:15, go to 28:15 real quick. Y'all think I'm talking.
It says, but it shall come to pass.
But exception. Yeah, I talked about the blessing. Y'all can read the blessing, of course. We're skipping along for time's sake. But now here's the flip side. If you do not do the Lord's commandments, read on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't want to listen to God, which, our people don't like to, listen to. They rather hear a preacher, give a good sermon, but never tell them what they can and can't eat, who they can sleep with, who they can have sex with, and who they can't, who they are. You know what I mean? That God is black. They don't never want to hear that, but they'll listen to a good sermon, a good, what do you call them sermons? A good feel-good service. Read on.
It says, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God,
You ain't gonna listen to God. Read on.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
That all this evil is gonna come on you. You don't want to do what God say? Well, then expect to be on the bottom of these nations. You ready for that? You want that? Expect your kids to be out of order, your woman to be over top of you. Read on. Give me some more. Go ahead. You got a question?
56.
Huh?
Verse 56.
You got 56? What did 56 say? I got a ton of. There's a whole chapter.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set.
Now imagine this woman. She's so tender and delicate. You would never think that this woman would be against you. She wouldn't even walk. Listen, she's so she bathing and so soft and like she looking at you with them gorgeous eyes and kissing you and laying with you and talking about how beautiful the God that created everything. You wouldn't think that this woman would be against you. Watch what God said.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness.
Her feet were so delicate that she wouldn't even walk on the ground. She'd have to go get some slippers or go get something and would not put her feet on the bare ground. Read on.
And tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom.
Why is her eye evil towards the husband of her bosom? Why is it evil towards the husband of her bosom?
It didn't have nothing to commandments of the Most High.
That's it. Okay. She listened to the serpent. And she saw that what the serpent was, the wisdom of the serpent was beautiful. That is contradictory to what her husband was laying down. Remember, Adam was the reason why Eve was in the truth in the first place. He laid down something to Eve. She came into the truth, right? Yeah. But the world and the wisdom of the world overrided what Adam. So, I mean, she had love for the truth in the beginning for her to be able to come into it. But here's somebody trying to attract her attention to leave the truth, to get her away from her husband. So what? So he can destroy them. That's what's going on. You understand? Well, listen, I think it's 9:00. So we're gonna have to wrap it up. I got a few more, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And we might go on to it next week a little bit more. We'll pass the class at this time over to Priest and Officer Oscar Watt.
These are I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are I.S.U.P.K. So out of 1 Westland and 25th Street, Albany, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. Move for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will give permission from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. And the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. You sit the Hebrew or my I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase Lord gives you, give to the church, private priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations. The next one is
Blowing the trumpets, right?
the memorial of blowing the trumpets. Is the first day of the 7th month. This year it falls on Sunday, September the 25th. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. Remind our father check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, so wear all black boots, shirts, headband, and scarf. With that being said, admonish us to stand. And of Israel, we'll give each other one courtesy salute. And of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Imagine, Barak.
Yahweh, Shimmy, Yahweh, Brakatah.
Which means hands down, sorry. We'll face the sisters. The sisters, I.S.U.P.K. is their feet touching, and at a 45-degree angle, with their right hand over their left hand, with their heads down and covered. We're gonna get the visual, we're gonna get the sisters one courtesy salute, and the visual of I.S.U.P.K. Imagine the rock.
Yahweh Shema, Alatah, Ba'ashin, Yahweh Shah.
That's the top, raise hands down.
Hey, play the song again. Play the song. Yo, pay them tithes, man. Don't listen to these break off wannabe people telling us that tithes are done away with, it never should have been instituted, and all this other crap. Obey the Lord, man. Pay them tithes, man. And pay them to the true priests and prophets of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K. only, under Commanding General Yohanna, man. Under Commanding General Yohanna. Understand? You got it? All right.